Hi everybody, welcome to Wendy's Decorium. So lovely to have you back. Today I'm going to be doing some jewellery. Now I'm possibly using epoxy resin, but there might be a bit of UV resin as well. I'll show you what I've got. I've got these ring blanks. I got these from Temu. They've just got a little indent. Nice. They come with their own cabochons, which is lovely. Right, so we've got some of those. They have a nice bracelet blank. Curious about that. I'm very curious. And we do have a mixture of open backed and closed back bezels. And I thought, because I'm doing an autumn theme, like autumn colours, I would use the antique gold one. Aren't they nice? All different shapes. Some closed back bezels there as well. Right, so I've got them to choose from. I've got some multicoloured film. I got this from Temu as well. Perfect size for doing jewellery. All different colours. That one's nice. So we'll be using that. And last but not least, I got these from the Works. They're all autumn stickers, clear stickers. I think they said they were winter stickers. Aren't they lovely? Got lots of little ones, which I'm quite happy about. Obviously, jewellery, it needs to be small, doesn't it? Right, so I'm going to get a little bit of epoxy mixed up, and I will be using Jewellery 1-to-1 epoxy today, and I will be using the Jewellery UV resin. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, I've got an array of things out. I've put that on there just to level it out because of the bill. I've scratched the surface with a nail file so that the resin attaches a bit better. They're not too bad. I've put that on there so that it's even. I shouldn't have moved it. Let's try and get it even now. There we go. And they're in some clay, holding them up straight. Now, I did cut some film out. That was a nightmare. An absolute nightmare trying to cut it out that small. So we'll see. This pendant and these earrings are going to be a set. So I've got a little bit of resin there, and I'm using my favourite brown, the metallic bronze mica powder. I'm going to stick a little bit in. I do love making jewellery. I don't do it as much as I should do, really, which is a shame. Right, I think that might be enough. I've only put a tiny bit of resin in because I can't imagine they're going to take long, are they? And I'm just going to put a tiny weeny. I want enough space for another layer. So a tiny weeny bit. Because I'm going to be putting one of those autumn stickers in there. Might need a bit more than that. Let's see if it moves on its own. Moving it round with a cocktail stick. Do love the colours of autumn. So warm. And now you could use UV with this. No problem. But it would be curing it once the mica powder's in. That would be a problem. I know it's only a very thin layer, but you run the risk of having uncured UV underneath. We certainly don't want that, do we? Right, the pendant. And these are all beginner friendly projects. If you're not confident using epoxy resin, then just use UV. But again, be careful what you put in it. Now this one's alright because I've put a bit extra in. I want it to be domed. I'm going to lift this up because it'll be easier. Yeah, that's much better. Get that all round to the sides. There we go. Right, let's give them a spritz of alcohol. 99% isopropyl. Right, then we'll move on to the rings. Now, like I say, the rings have their own cabochons. So I don't know whether to put the brown in. Well, it'd be nice to have a matching one, wouldn't it? Now this really is a tiny weeny bit. I might just dome this. I might not use the cabochon that came with the set. Right, in fact there's a bit left over, so I'm going to do the bracelet as well. They don't have to be matching, but I don't want to waste this brown. And like I say, this one's fine to put a bit more in because this one will be domed as well. I'll find some nice stickers for them. There we go, lovely. All I'm going to do now is let that cure and we'll move on to the next ones. Okay, I've mixed up a little bit. This, I don't know if you can see it, this is a maroon. I can't remember the name of it. It's from Resin Supplies. It's a paste. Beautiful, beautiful dark red it is. And I'm going to use some bezel tape. So we'll just take some off and we'll fold the edge over so at least I can touch it. I'm going to pop it so you can see it on a mould, on the back of a mould. See how we're still stuck to it and I've folded over the edges. We'll do a heart, I think. Press that in, make sure it's all nicely stuck. And I do like the square one. I think we'll have well, more rectangle than anything else. And I'm just going to pour a little bit in. Let me just press it one more time just to make sure. Same as we did with the other ones. This is the first layer. Oh, that is such a beautiful colour. I don't know if it's coming over on camera, but it's absolutely beautiful. Always an handy thing to have bezel tape. I used to use normal tape or transfer tape from a Cricut machine before I got some. And I'm going to spritz it again with alcohol. Now, I'm going to speed you up on the rest of it because you don't need to see every little detail now you've seen the basics. And once these are all cured, I'll be back. Right, I've used all the resin up. I've just put clear resin in those and I've sunk a sticker into it. I've got these flakes, gilding flakes by Cosmic Shimmer, and they're called Autumn Leaves, I think. Autumn Leaves, aren't they beautiful? I've left the resin for about 15 minutes and it's proper sticky now, proper thick and gloopy. So I'm just going to get some tweezers and I'm going to try and find some little flakes to put behind. Now, you could put this in the next coat of resin, but I thought while it's sticky, I'll stick it in. I'm going to put a back coat on it anyway. Some strange colours these, but they look absolutely wonderful. And I'm just going to stick these all the way around. Right, just in a few. I'm not going to do all of them because I'm going to put a different back on them and we'll just let them cure. Right, okay, excuse the lighting. It's quite late at night here, so I've got the big light on. Big light. I've mixed up 40 mils of J Diction resin, and what I'm going to do is I've taken some of the stickers and I've cut them out and I'm going to pop them on there. So I'm going to turn this around. Let's take the ring off. I've got two for that centre one. I've got some leaves, so let's see if I can take this off. And I'm just going to stick them on. I'll speed you up for this because I am just sticking stickers on. Right, I've got 2 little pots here and I'm just going to put a tiny bit in each. I think that might be enough actually. I'll do this one first and I'm going to pop a tiny bit of Angel Whispers glitter in it. Only want a bit. Just a bit of a sparkle. There we go. Stir that in. And I'm just going to top coat these. I'm just going to dome them, so I'm hoping they're level. Pop a little bit in the centre, don't overfill them first off. You can always add more, but once it's gone over the edge, you've had it. A bit more in that one. Right, I'm not going to spray with alcohol because it will break the surface tension of the resin and it will all just flow over. So I'm going to get a long neck lighter and pop the bubbles like that. There we go. Right, these ones I'm going to put brown over the clear. So I've put a bit more resin in this and I'm going to use the bronze again, the brown pigment, and I'm going to put some of the flakes in as well. But first of all, because these have already got flakes, I'm just going to pour the brown in. So these flakes again, I don't want a great lot, they're not coming off. Just a bit of something. Might need a bit more resin for that. I'm going to put some of the clear in because I don't think there's enough there. I just want them ever so slightly domed, not too much. I don't want to go over the top. And while I'm doing this, I just want to thank my subscribers, people that view the channel. Want to thank my members. Never thought I'd have members ever. I feel like the Queen sometimes. It's fantastic. Yeah, thank you to them. Thank you to my YouTube friends. And if you want to buy me a coffee, that would be greatly appreciated. And the link to that is down in the description box below. Don't feel that you have to, but it would be very nice. Yeah, I think you're all awesome. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you lot. Right, enough waffle. I am waffling, aren't I? If I don't pay attention, they'll all be dripping down my desk. Some nice ones here. They were very lovely, them stickers. I don't think I paid a great lot for them. They were very inexpensive. And I'm sorry to my American viewers, because you don't have the works over in your country, but I'm pretty sure you have other stuff, don't you? Like Joann's, and I don't know if Target do crafts, do they? I'm sure they've got plenty of fall stuff. Oh, wrong one. I think that's it. Right, I'm just going to use up the rest of my resin. Oh, look at that. I've knocked it over and spilt it. Yeah, I'm going to use up the rest of my resin and just let these cure, and it'll probably be morning now, so I will see you in the morning. Okay, let's get these out, shall we? They're all cured now. That's pretty. That's very pretty. I think I put the flower upside down in that one. Oh, how lovely is that? I do, with this mould, I got some, it came with bezels, closed back bezels. I'll see if I can dig them out, see if these will fit in them. That's cute. Bit of trimming up needed. Can't really see that one. It's a butterfly, believe it or not, but you can't see it. Won't be using that one. Oh, that's just plain. Oh, that definitely needs trimming up. Pretty though. I like that one. With a leaf, that's lovely. It's pretty. Oh, that's nice. That's got like a 3D look to it. Lovely. I think these are just plain. These are the burgundy ones. Yeah. Is this plain? Yeah, that's just plain. And I'll show you the other ones. These are finished now. I've put a chain on this. I got the chains from Amazon. That's nice, isn't it? And this one. That's nice. This is my favourite. I absolutely love this one. And this one I put a chain on as well. I like that one too. And the earrings, I've just put some earring posts on the back of them. Slightly off centre these. That one's not too bad. But they're pretty. They match that one. And the bracelet. That one turned out nice too. I like that. That matches the earrings. And the ring, you can't tell it's a butterfly, it's a shame about that, but I do like the colouring. Well, I'm going to trim all these off, and I'm going to find the closed back bezels that came with the mould and see if I can put some of these in. If I can, I will pop them in the photos at the end. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Very minimal supplies, nice and easy. You do take time to make them, you know, especially if you're using epoxy like I did. If you use UV, very quick and easy. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.